Hello, hello, hello. Good evening. Good evening. I am really just enjoying my time with you guys and engaging in some DMs, emails, and comments that I see and get. So I want to address this really quickly. And, you know, take what you want, leave what you don't. Don't be offended. Again, I have to tell y'all to grow and learn. Nobody's picking, just teaching. Again, if you are a man, put in a number one. If you're a woman, put in a number two. Say hello where you're from so we can get started. So I got a DM from a woman who said, I gave up my life for my man. She said, I gave up my life for my man. Stop blaming men, ladies. I have to say this. Stop blaming men for what you decided to do for him. Just stop it. You made a decision when you thought that you were going to get something out of it too. And I'm just going to get straight to the point tonight because I'm not going to have you guys here long. I wanted to get on at 8, but my son needed some assistance, so I had to help him. So it's 8:11. So I'm watching my time. Y'all got me for like a good 15 to 30 minutes. And I just wanted to come on here and tell women, you have to stop blaming men and punishing new men for the things that you decided to do for a man. You have to stop blaming men for what you chose to do. If you decided to go back to a man that cheated on you and give him another chance and he did it again, and you gave him another chance, he did it again, stop blaming men for what you decided to do. I'm fed up to here with it, and so are the men. Stop blaming men for your choices. You decided to support him and give up your career. This is what the woman said. I gave up my life for him. I gave up my career for him to have kids. You decided to do that. And I got to say this. You decided to do that because you thought it was something in it for you, right? You didn't just decide to give up your career and stay home and raise your kids and do all of those wonderful things just for him. At the time that you made that decision, you decided to do that because you thought it was something in it for you. And I'm not mad at you. But don't be mad now because it didn't turn out the way that you thought it would turn out and blame that man for the decision that you made to sacrifice your life to stand behind him while he built his career and you stayed at home with children. Just don't, you can't just blame men for everything that you decided to do. And we have to 100% start to be accountable for the choices that we made as women. I made some choices as a younger woman that were my choices, and I've decided in my life that I'm accountable for those choices, and I'm not going to blame the men that benefited from it at the time because I benefited too. We keep acting like in these situations the man only benefited. You benefited too. Whether he was paying the bills in that house, whether he was taking care of the kids, whether he was buying you things. Women, we got to understand this. Even when we're in toxic relationships, we are receiving something. I have women that come to me and say, I'm in a toxic relationship. And most of the time when they say they're in a toxic relationship, they say they're in a toxic relationship because the man is toxic. But if you're in a toxic relationship, you're toxic too, because healthy people leave. But again, if you're in a toxic relationship with a man right now, you're there because you're getting something too. You're not just staying for nothing. So stop blaming men for the decisions that you are making. Those are your decisions. If you decided to give up your career, if you decided not to go to school because you wanted to stay and support him, don't blame him. Look in the mirror and say, I did that. I chose that at the time. I just have to teach y'all here because this woman was just so adamant about I gave up my life for him. No, you gave up your life for you because you thought you were going to get something out of the deal. And stop telling men what you did for them when you were in a relationship with them, or if you are still in a relationship with them. Stop telling them, I helped you with your kids, and I did this for you, and I helped pay for this. When you are in a relationship, and I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say this clear. You're supposed to help him. You don't get brownie points. You don't get a pat on the back, and you don't get to come back and tell somebody when you was in a relationship, I helped you with this. I did this for you. I did that for you. You were supposed to do that for him. You were in a relationship with him. So stop acting like you did something so wonderful, so incredible, and so great because he was doing the same things for you. I can't understand why we're not understanding this as women, that we have decided to do things for men while we're in relationships with them because we are in a loving relationship and we're supposed to do things for the person that we are with without an ulterior motive. When you come back and say something to somebody, I gave you this and I did that for you, you had an ulterior motive. You were expecting something in return, and that's not a healthy relationship. And if you are in a relationship right now and you're doing things because you're expecting something, in the end, you're going to be the woman sitting there saying, I did this for him and I did that for him. I hear women talking about, I helped him pay his child support. Well, why you do that? Why? Why you? Why you? I don't know. You decided to do that. He didn't put no shotgun to your head or anything like that. You decided to help him pay his child support to his children's mother, and now you mad because y'all broke up, or now you in a situation where you're arguing at home with your husband, and no, you don't get to do that. Stop blaming and punishing men for the decisions that you made. I make decisions. I did stuff too that I was mad I did it after the fact, but while I was in it, I was benefiting too. Right? Is that hold on, let me get my glasses. Let me just answer Rachel. Is that her name, Rachel? Rachel, you paying my bills? Are you? I just need to ask you that. Because if you're not paying my bills, don't worry about how many times I come on a day. Where's your job? If you know, let me just say this real quick to Rachel, right? Because I told y'all today I'm for the smoke. If you know I've been on all day, you've been watching me all day. So where's your job? Please don't come for me if I didn't send for you. My bills is paid, honey. Okay, I'm a real entrepreneur. So if you worried about my bills, my Cash App is in my what do you call it, my profile. So if you concerned about how long I be on here during the day, and you want to monitor my time on this app, please Cash App me some money so we don't have to worry about that. And then you ain't got to worry. But Rachel, other than that, mind your business. Back to what I was saying. I'm sorry, y'all. Today is one of them days that they are 90% Christian and 10% Cardi B. Queen, do not waste your time. Today I'm for it. Today, I'm not wasting my time, honey. But today, listen, some days I'm for it, some days I'm not. But today I'm for it. You monitoring how you know I've been on here, and this is a live, so you had to be here live to know I've been on here 3 times today. Check yourself, ma'am. Okay, so again, ladies, let me just go on over my notes. I get to be on here all I want because I do this for a living. Don't hate, honey. Don't hate. Find you something that you like to do and you won't feel like you at work all day either. Okay, so back to my thing. I just came on here to explain to women, stop blaming men for what you decided to do for them. You made a choice to be with this man. You made a choice to have a baby with this man. You made a choice to marry this man. You made a choice to live with him. When a man says, will you marry me? You must say, I do, in order for the marriage to go through. So stop blaming men for the choices that you made and just accept it. Accept sometimes that we make bad choices as women too. Hey, Maroon, peace and blessings. Peace and blessings. So again, when we begin to be accountable, we begin to be healthy, right? Accountability helps you grow, right? We must be accountable. If you gave up your career for your husband, boyfriend, fiance, that was a choice that you made. You still get to have your career. It's never too late. If you weren't so busy complaining about the fact that you gave up your career for your husband, boyfriend, fiance, or whoever it was at that time, if you weren't angry and still mad at the fact that you made a bad choice, you could be focused on going back to school and getting what you want. And whether it's your degree, whether it's that big time job that you wanted that you think a man made you not get, you are where you are based on your choices. And I don't hate to tell women this, but I just have to say it. You are where you are based on your choices. I would never ask a woman to give up her life to be with me. A lot of times men don't even ask. That's the point. We so quick to say, I got your back. I'm gonna do this. I'm not gonna go to school. We so quick to ride the wave. And then at the end of the day, 5, 10, 15 years pass and it don't work out. We start to say, I gave up my life for him. And a lot of times, like you said, I would never ask a woman to give up her life for me. Did he ask you to give up your life, or did you decide to? Either way, it was a choice. So I wanted to address the woman who said, I gave up my life for this man, and, was explaining to me how much she did for him. When you're in a relationship with a man, you don't get brownie points for doing what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to help him. You're supposed to love him. You're supposed to do things for him, just like you expect him to love, cherish, honor, and do things for you. You're supposed to. So you can't come back after the fact when things are not going your way and start checking off what you did for a person, because that right there shows that you are unhealthy and it is time for you to go heal and not be in a relationship. What if a man isn't what if a man isn't open enough? What do you mean open enough? I too would never ask a woman to do that. I know 316, but I'm sure women have made sacrifices for you that you never even asked her to, because we naturally do that. And at the end of the day, when the relationship doesn't work out, we start to say what we did for you when most of the time you never even asked. Some women don't do that stuff no more. That's not your woman then. That is not your woman. I'm trying to tell y'all right now. And I'm trying to teach my women from this day forward. From this day forward, you're going to be making choices in relationships, right? So at the end of the day, remember my voice on July 26, 2022. At the end of the day, just in case nobody told you, from this day forward, when a man asks you to do something and you say yes, don't come back 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 20 years later saying, you took this from me or I did this for you. You are making a conscious decision to say yes. So I want us to stop as women blaming men for the choices that we make. Stop going off talking about your father, your kids' fathers, and all of that other stuff. You picked him. Yes, you did. You picked him. So own your stuff. Move forward. If you don't like where you are in life, just make better choices. If you don't want to do something for that man, say no. But my goodness, do not come back with the blame game after things did not work out for you and tell them, I did this for you, you did that, you made me lose my this, and I'm not this because of you. You're not that because of you. And I hate to be the one to tell you. And nobody gives up their life for anybody. They make a choice to do that. So if that's not what you want to do, then don't do it. Where you been? Imagine accountability is rare. Yes, accountability is rare. Don't sign up for a job you don't want. That's right, Toya. Don't do it. This is this empower women and men with these words. Thank you so much, Keisha. Hey, Shay. And if you didn't pick him, you chose to be with him. Yeah, if he picked you, you said yes. You have to say yes in order to be for a man to be with you. And if you don't want a child with him, I mean, use protection. And at the end of the day, if you didn't and you had a child and you get a baby, I mean, that was a choice that you made. So you can't blame him. He's a part of it, but it was a choice that you made. You made the choice to have sex with this person without a condom or without protection, to have a baby. And at the end of the day, even if he turns out to be a not so good father, you made the decision to have that baby. I just have to let y'all know that it's time to stop the blame game, and it's time for accountability. Blame causes guilt. Accountability causes growth. When you can own your stuff, you can grow, you can move forward, and you can do better. And I'm trying to teach y'all here. And a lot of y'all don't want to hear this because you would rather hear things that make you feel good instead of making you be better, instead of making you a better person, instead of putting you on the path of success. You would rather hear things that make you feel good in the moment. I'm trying to tell you some things that will get you from where you are to where you want to be. And this is what I do in my coaching. I ask you some real questions. Well, he did this. No, what about you? You had a choice in it. You made the decisions to be with him. Why? You made the decision to stay with him. Why? You made the decision to help him with his children. Why? Don't blame him. Nobody's forcing you to do anything, right? Because then now what? Move on, sis. Yes, self awareness is hard for most. Yes, it is. I never took care of a man financially, but the red flags ignored is my fault. That's right, Hood. The red flags you ignored is your fault because they're gonna show up in the end. Who would let someone tell them how to take care of a car that doesn't have one? What if you think there's another woman but not sure? How do you approach this? You ask. You ask. If you think, first of all, I'm gonna tell you this. If you think there's another woman, there's already a problem. I'm gonna say that to you because if you think that there is another woman, there's already an issue. Whether I'm not gonna say the issue is the man that there is another woman. I'm gonna say there's an issue there because there's an issue. If there's not another woman, there's an issue of insecurity that has creeped in for some reason. I don't know why, because I don't know your whole story. But if you think that there is another woman, I would sincerely just ask him, are you seeing other people? Because sometimes women, I gotta say this about us. I gotta say this. Sometimes we think that we're in a relationship with somebody and they're not in a relationship with us. They're actually dating. Somebody just got that. And then somebody, as the pastor would say, somebody gonna get that on the ride home. Sometimes women, we're dating a man after 4, 5, 6 dates, couple of months. That's my boo, that's my bae, that's my man, and he hasn't crossed over. He's still dating other people. You're just making an assumption that it's just you. So these are the real conversations that we need to have in order to know where we stand in a person's life. And so many times we just won't ask. Just ask. Are we exclusive? Is it just me and you? And he might be like, no, I mean, when did that happen? We only been seeing each other for 8 weeks. We only been on 5 dates. Like, now you hounding him and expecting him to text you in the morning, call you 5 times, where you at, what you doing. We have to learn how to date as women again. And we can't put pressure on men just because we've been on 4, 5, or 6 dates with him. And then we get back to that thing I came on here to talk about. Stop blaming men for what you're assuming. You're assuming you're in a relationship with him. He's not in no relationship with you. I'm sorry. He don't owe you no explanation. Like, we really, and it's hard because we latch on to men really, really soon. Really soon. After we start talking every day, we think we're in a relationship and we not. You are speaking such good truth. Hey, Val. How you doing, girl? I miss you. We got to go out to lunch, breakfast, dinner, or something. So I just wanted to come on here and say, stop blaming men. And that was a good segue into that. Stop blaming men for assuming that you're in relationships with them when you're not. And then you mad when he's like, I never said that. Just because you assumed it doesn't mean he's in a relationship with you. And the men are saying, yes, right. See, if you want to know if what I'm telling you is valid and the truth, look at the response of the men. Because they've been in these situations with women who have wilded out on them because they've been dating for 2 months. And now she's talking about, you ain't called me and I called you 3 times and you didn't pick the phone up. I don't have to pick the phone up. You don't own me. You are not my parole officer or my warden. I'm sorry. What did you want? That you called me 3 times. And I know you called me 3 times because it said 3 missed calls. And I know you text me because I saw your text. Like, you know my phone work. So you don't got to do all of that. He don't got to do all of that. He not your man. That's all. And for the woman who said, if I think it's another woman involved, what do I do? You ask. How old are you? That's another question. I'm speaking to people 40, I'm even 35 and up. 30, you grown. We ask questions over here. We ask questions so we have clarity. What's your intention? And at 52, we date a little bit differently, right? I don't know. And maybe I need to tell the older ladies too, because some of y'all kind of confused. But we ask questions like when you are dating, like I'm dating with the intention of marriage. I ain't asking nothing. I'm out. Girl, and be out. You might miss out on a good thing. You got to handle things the way you want to handle things. If you don't, just because you don't want to ask, why would you want to? Why would you say I'm not asking nothing? I'm out. Why? Why wouldn't you just ask him? Are you dating other people? Because maybe you're misinterpreting something. This is why we need coaching. This is why we need counseling, therapy. This is why we need professional guidance. Because why wouldn't you just ask the question? I'm not understanding. I would just ask. And like I said, at a certain age, we're dating with a purpose, with an intention. And everybody's not dating with an intention. You might have different intentions in him. If I feel he's cheating, he usually is. My intuition works correctly. Um, I don't know why you're yelling. I hear you, but I'm just saying to you, you came and asked the question of if I think he's with another woman, what should I do? And simply, I'm saying you should ask, but you don't have to. Oh, you talking about just dating? Oh, you talking about somebody you're with, your man? Oh, you already know. One, because let me drop some game. And I'm not talking about you only hood. Hood, what's your real name? I can't, I don't want to call you hood ass. I don't, because I'm a hood ass too, but I just don't want to call us that. But I don't want to, usually if you feel something, already. And I'm gonna say this. Why did a 49-year-old ghost me? I'm 38. Hold on for 1 second with the ghosting question. I'm gonna say this. When women say women's intuition, we usually then went through some stuff. Like we usually then went through your phone, or we didn't look through your car. We didn't found something. Because and people. I'm sorry, I got to tell the truth. We go through. We nosy. We nosy. We nosy. I've had conversations with women that they look around the house, the man house that they dating, not even sleeping with, not even they look around the house to see if they see a bobby pin, an earring, anything, and because women are naturally nosy. So I just want the men to know that sometimes it's not even that we don't trust you. We just naturally inspect the gadget. And then sometimes, a lot of times, we are naturally nosy because we've been hurt by somebody else. It has nothing to do with you, brothers. It has nothing to do with you. Some other dude then hurt us. So we trying to secure our spot, make sure you say you are who you say you are. Not to be going through your stuff, but don't leave a woman in your house by herself. I'm telling you, she gonna go through your stuff. That's all. I'm telling you right now. I gotta tell it all. I be telling stuff, but I'm just saying, if you don't want no trouble, if it's a new woman and you like, let me just run to the corner store, take her with you. Just take the chick with you, because she about to look at your pictures and try to figure out who the girl in the picture is. Is that his sister? Is that his children? Who this lady? And she gonna make up all these stories in her head, because that's what we do. We make up these movies in our head. Look at this girl. And it be your sister. And we done made up this whole story. Now you come back from the store and we kind of iffy, and we feeling some kind of way because we didn't think that we saw something that we didn't see, because the last person we was with, Hood, you laughing at me, girl? Because I'm just telling the truth. Because sometimes men think we be blasting off on them, and I want the brothers to know we really just insecure in ourselves. So don't leave us alone in your house. Don't. Sis, stop telling. I'm just saying, Keisha, I know I gotta tell my brothers. I love my brothers. Don't leave them alone don't leave the new chick alone in the house. Don't do it. Don't. If she gonna go through your stuff. She said stop telling our stuff. And she gonna be mad when you come back. You gonna be wondering why she was all, hey, boo, yeah. And then when you come back from the store, because you're like, you know what, I'm only gonna be the store 5 minutes away. I'm only gonna be 5-10 minutes. She can't do much damage. I'm gonna tell you. Y'all want me? Brothers, I'm gonna have a private chat, because the sister's gonna be mad at me for telling y'all this. She go in your bathroom, she look under your bathroom sink. I'm trying to tell y'all, because she looking. He said that mistake. This is true. My friend said that he was not leaving her in the house. Your friend is right. Don't leave us in the house. And I'm not only talking about them, I'm talking about me too. Because I'm just genuinely nosy. I am. And she gonna leave perfume in a select spot. Mark, yep. And she'll mess you up, brothers. I feel you, sister speaking. I be telling, I don't even know how we got there. This is all Hood's fault. She did it. She sent us on this. She sent us on this ride right here. Women will leave stuff. Oh, women will leave stuff. Let me tell you, brothers, make sure you empty your garbage can in your bathroom, because a woman, she'll wipe her face with the foundation and throw the tissue in the garbage can, so that the next girl, if there's a next girl, maybe there's not, but if she is, she gonna see that foundation on that makeup, and she gonna be like, somebody was in here with a tissue with foundation, but you won't know because your garbage can was empty, so it's just one little piece of tissue in there. Okay, let's go. Let's reel it back in, ladies. See, the men, I'm trying to tell my brothers. These my brothers, my nephews, my cousins, my sons. I'm trying to tell them, don't be. I got to protect my brothers from some of us. He said, so true. The ladies is co-signing. I love you, ladies. See, I'm not picking on y'all. I'm just trying to teach. So again, I've been on that. You've been on that. Okay, so I love y'all, right? I didn't want to be on here long. I just wanted to come on here and I wanted to tell my ladies, please stop blaming men for what you allow. Please stop blaming men for what you do. Please stop blaming men for what you choose to do for them. It is not their fault. Ain't no man got no gun to none of our head. I'm laughing, but never snooped. I find that hard to believe. I find that hard to believe, man. I really do, because you must be the one in a million woman that don't snoop. Sometimes people don't want to hear the truth, so they don't ask because they already know that. Yup, that's so true. Sometimes you don't want to ask because you already know. Oh, the ghosting question. Let me get back to that. Why would a 47? Let me tell you why men ghost. And this is just me. This is just my thought and what some men have told me, right? Actually, I do have data on this, and I'm gonna put together I'll do a blog on this, but I'm gonna just tell you a couple reasons why men ghost. And the men in here can say yay or nay if I'm right. A lot of men ghost because you just won't stop bothering him. He done showed you he don't want to be bothered. He ain't calling you, he ain't texting you, he ain't messing with you, but you still texting. So he's like, okay, let me just say good morning when she say good morning. But then he don't say good morning again because he don't really want to be bothered. So he done gave you the signals that it's over, and you still keep bothering him. So he really didn't ghost you. He's just not responding anymore to let you know that he's not interested. Because we won't leave him alone. I don't want to be bothered. Leave me alone, right? So men ghost because of that. Then there's some men that ghost because they're not good communicators. Ghost means they just disappear out of your life. They was dating you, and then they just disappear. But a lot of women don't leave men alone. So they don't actually ghost you. They actually just don't respond to your texts and your phone calls no more because you won't leave them alone. And then again, some men ghost because they don't want to hurt your feelings, which is valid, they just don't want to hurt your feelings. They don't want to tell you, like, I'm not attracted to you. I'd rather us just be friends. So they just let it go. They just let it go. And we got to accept it. And listen to this. Listen to this. Some men just simply change their mind. Ghosting solves phone controlling. I know that's right, because sometimes they just stop texting us because we don't know how to stop texting them when they actually don't want to talk to us no more. He ain't ghosting you. He just don't want to talk to you. A lot of women have not been ghosted. A lot of women have not been ghosted. A lot of women just don't realize he moved on. Okay? He moved on. And I want women to understand this about our men. Men have the right to change their mind. They don't want to be with you no more. It's okay. Because y'all quick to say, when I talk about fighting for your man, y'all quick to say, oh, it's more fish in the sea. She can have him. But then when a man don't want you no more, you got this double standard or this another oxymoron thinking of, he ghosted me, but then again, she could have him. No, he didn't ghost you. He just simply stopped taking your calls. We ghost because y'all be nagging. That's what I'm saying. He didn't really ghost you. He didn't want to talk to you no more. I ghost when the vibe ain't right, like she crazy or too needy. Some women have a hard time with rejection. So Goldstein is a polite way to say we're not interested. I don't even think it's ghosting. Trey, you're so real. Thank you, Christopher. Yup, men and women who are serious will block. You are one of the same ones. God bless. Thank y'all so much. But I'm just telling you, people love the word. And again, we use these words, and I'm gonna say this, and this is for my brothers to understand why we use these words, right? Because I want y'all to be off the hook. None of this is your fault. This is my brothers. I'm not saying that y'all are not accountable for y'all stuff, but I'm saying when we use terms like ghosting and narcissist, it is to soothe us that you just didn't want us no more, that you changed your mind. It feels so much better to say he ghosted me or he's a narcissist, so we could take the hurt off or comfort our insecurities of he didn't want me. No, he just changed his mind. Y'all didn't have anything in common. It's okay. I'm so glad I'm grown. I don't have to call a man a narcissist if he doesn't want to be with me anymore. I don't have to say he ghosted me if he don't want to talk to me anymore. He's not a narcissist. He didn't ghost me. He's just not interested anymore. He's right. Most women beg too much. It's the truth. It is the truth. And I'm gonna be honest about my last breakup. I texted him last. I don't remember what I texted him, but he didn't respond, and I never texted him again. I mean, it was just that simple. He didn't ghost me. I mean, it was over. And I wasn't gonna call him, and this is what women do. This is what y'all do. This is why y'all call it ghosting. Because you text the person, they never respond. You text them again, they don't respond. You text them, why are you not responding? And they don't respond. And then you text them again, did I do something to you? And then they never respond. So then you say they ghosted you when they did not ghost you. They didn't text you back to let you know that it's over. Now, if you continue to text and text and text without a response, of course it's going to feel like ghosting because you're having a long conversation with your damn self. I'm cool. If I text anybody and they don't text me back, except my family, and then if my family don't text me back, I'll be like, listen, you ain't text me. Whenever you get some time, text me back, whatever. But I'm not chasing anybody. If I text you once or twice, okay, we good. That's friends, family, whoever. Like, all right, cool. You busy? You don't want to talk no more? I'm sure you got my text. That's all. I know you got my text because I know you got Verizon. Now, I don't know about y'all T-Mobile people. No offense, but I know if you got the service that I got, you got my text message. Nobody's missing 2 texts. Thank you, Scott Sr. Nobody. Why do women try to leave and come back? Because the grass wasn't greener on the other side. That's why. That's why everybody leave and come back. Hood is cracking up. That's why everybody leave and come back. Anybody that leave and come back, they went and found out, oh my goodness, I done really screwed up. He ain't even want to be in a relationship with me. I thought what I thought. He ain't want to be in a relationship. Oh my God. Let me go back and see if my man's still there. Nope. He done moved on to somebody else. You done lost your spot. I'm sorry. That's why. So it's 8:44. Let's get off here now. They came back when you didn't. Why they don't say what they fear? Why who don't say what they fear, Rio? I also appreciate mature conversations and a man communicating that. And a man, he isn't feeling me like that. Men tell women that all the time, and women still be acting like he didn't say it. Real talk, it wasn't all that it was cracked up to be. Right, that's all. I seen one leave and went back pregnant. Oh no, pregnant by somebody else? Okay, Trey. Yes, I'm giving. Let me go. Right, cool dude said, okay, Trey, let's go. So thank you for the heart. Okay, go subscribe to my YouTube channel because I'm on YouTube right now. And if everybody was over there, I wouldn't have to be on TikTok with people telling me how many times I've been on here today. What? folks is really tuned in. Thank y'all. Because if you know I've been on here 3 times a day, you have really checked in. And I thank you, but mind your business again. So I love y'all. Go to my website, www.treykearney.com, and check me out. Just see what I do over there. I have my book over there for men. Men Hurt Too. Boot. And ladies, if you want to know what men are thinking, I have my ebook in my profile. Hashtag no side chick and side chick proof your home. If you want to know what men are thinking, where you may be missing, if you want the cheat codes, go get the ebook. Okay. So I love y'all. How can I find you on YouTube? On YouTube, I'm New You Nation Network. That is my TV network. I have like 6 shows over there. New You Nation Network. I ordered your book online. You should have it any day. It's been mailed out. Trey is tatted. Yes, I am. Great live. Thank you, Hood. I'm glad you're here. Jonte, hey girl. Love you, love you, love you. That's my sister right there. That's my sister. Any more questions before I go? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you, Shay. New You Nation Network. You could check Shay out on Shayla. You could check her out on a Woman to Woman show. She's one of my co-hosts. How do you wrote the YouTube link? Love you're here. Thank you. Subscribe. Thank you for subscribing. And you could check Shayla out too. Follow her too on here. Follow her on TikTok. And you could check her out. We'll be back on Tuesday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time live in August. We have a good time over there. You just write New You Nation Network. Thank you. Shayla just put it back in. New You Nation Network. So love y'all. Gotta go. I'm about to go cook some lamb chop. Oh, I want a lamb chop. Dang, don't say that. I just ate. What did I just eat for dinner? Oh, I had salad. Oh, God. 38, and I'm really ready to settle down because some women run the streets too. Don't be running the streets. Ain't nothing out in these streets but what they say, ain't nothing out in these streets but hookah liquor and lemon pepper chicken wings. I'm sorry, y'all. Remember what I tell you at the end of all my broadcasts? You deserve the best. Yes, I'm talking to you. You deserve the best. Now go get it. Peace and blessings. Oh, tomorrow I'm going to talk about, I put up a post that said cheaters hurt too. And a lot of people were interested in what I was talking about. I'm going to explain that tomorrow. Cheaters hurt too. I know that don't sound right to y'all, but I'm telling you, it's the truth. Love y'all. Gotta go. Peace and blessings.